Hello everyone, welcome back to Mama in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make Kidrah. So I'm going to start off by showing you the ingredients. First, you're going to need 8 pieces of lamb meat. Over here I have lamb shoulder chops that are cut up into 2-inch thick pieces. Then you're going to need 3 cups of basmati rice, 2 tablespoons of ghee, also known as SAMNA. You also need half a teaspoon of turmeric, 4 tablespoons of Kedra spice, and then half a teaspoon of black pepper. You're also going to need 1 can of chickpeas, and then half a cup of almonds for garnish. And then you're also going to need about 3 cinnamon sticks, 16 pieces of cardamom, and 6 pieces of bay leaves. And then you're also going to need 2 cups of chopped parsley, 1.5 cups for the rice and half a cup for garnish. And then you're also going to need 5 cubes of chicken flavor maggi. And then you need 2 large onions and 12 pieces of garlic cloves. So the first step is to clean the meat. So we went ahead and cleaned each piece with water, and now we have it in a pot, and you're just going to go ahead and cover it with water and bring it to a boil. And then we're going to be dumping that water out. So over here I have 16 pieces because I'm making double the recipe, but you're going to stick to the 8 pieces. Also added half a teaspoon of cinnamon to the water. This helps take away that strong lamb scent. Okay, so the water now is boiling, so we're going to go ahead and dump this water out, and then we're going to be rinsing each piece of meat by itself again. We went ahead and dumped out the water, and we cleaned each piece of meat. And now we're going to go ahead and add hot water to the meat until it's completely covered. Now we're going to start adding the spices. So we went ahead and crushed the cardamom. So you want to crush it like this, that way it gives it more flavor. Once the water comes to a boil, you're going to go ahead and add half of a large onion. And then we're also going to be adding the 16 pieces of crushed cardamom, 3 cinnamon sticks, and 6 bay leaves. While the meat is boiling, you're going to go ahead and rinse out the rice. You want to rinse it out a few times until the water starts to look clear, and then you're going to soak it in hot water for 30 minutes. After rinsing the rice, you're going to go ahead and rinse the chickpeas, and you're going to rinse them very well and then just set them aside. While the meat is boiling, if you notice that the water is going down, you have to add more water because the water always has to be covering the meat so it could cook properly. So the meat has been cooking for about 1.5 hours now, and we're going to go ahead and start adding the spices. So you're going to add half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and also 1.5 tablespoons of Kedra spice. After adding the Kedra spice, you're just going to go ahead and add 5 maggi cubes, and we're going to let it cook together for another 30 minutes. While the meat continues to cook, we're going to go ahead and start on the rice. So you're going to be adding 2 tablespoons of the SAMNA or ghee to the pot, and you're just going to go ahead and heat it until it melts. Once the ghee or SAMNA has heated up, you're going to go ahead and add 1.5 large onions. We went ahead and diced them, and you're going to cook it until it's almost translucent. Okay, so the meat has been boiling together now for about 2 hours. So now it's ready, and we're going to go ahead and turn the heat off. The onions start to look like this, a little bit translucent. You're going to go ahead and add 12 minced garlic cloves, and you're going to mix that in for a few minutes together. Onions and garlic are cooking together. You're just going to go ahead and drain the broth. And so you're going to put a bowl under this strainer, and you want to catch that broth because you're going to be cooking the rice in it. The onions and garlics have been cooking together for a few minutes. You're going to go ahead and add the rinsed chickpeas, and you're going to mix that in together for about 5 minutes. After straining the meat, you're going to go ahead and transfer the meat pieces into a big pot. You don't want to transfer the spices, just the meat. This is what the meat will look like after transferring it to the big pot. Once the chickpeas have been cooking with the garlic and onions for 5 minutes, you're going to go ahead and add the 3 cups of rice, and you're going to stir that together for about 5 minutes. After mixing together for 5 minutes, we're going to go ahead and add 2.5 tablespoons of Kedra spice to the rice, and then we're going to add, this is optional, we're going to be adding a teaspoon of the red pepper flakes. Now this will make it spicy, so if you don't want it spicy, leave that part out. And now we're just going to mix it together for about 5 minutes. Mixing together for about 5 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and add 1.5 cups of chopped parsley, and you're going to mix that in very well. Mixing in the parsley, now we're going to go ahead and put the rice on top of the meat. After adding the rice on top of the meat, you're just going to go ahead and add the beef broth, and you're going to cook it on medium-high until the rice is completely cooked. This is what it would look like once it's completely cooked, and now we're going to go ahead and flip it into a tray and it's ready to serve. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.